A new threat arrives on the planet and the army prepares to neutralize it. They invade the creature's hideout, and gradually, the soldiers approach their target. However, but end up being eliminated one by one. A few weeks later, that same monster that attacked the soldiers was teaching a high school class. As the teacher who most resembled the result of a cross between an octopus and Pac-Man took attendance of the class, his students used rubber bullets to try to destroy him. But how did a bunch of teenagers end up in this story? Well, it all started when they entered their final year in school. They belonged to Class 3E, which was made up of the lowest performing students in the entire Kunagagoka school. Class A, on the other hand, is the elite that, according to the principal, has a bright future ahead of them. As punishment for low grades, the entire Class E was sent to an abandoned building. The principal's excuse for making this decision is that, in this way, they could not enter. The students discover that their new teacher is none other than an alien who destroyed part of the moon and intended to do the same to Earth by graduation. Tadaomi Karasuma, a member of Japan's Ministry of Defense, informs the students that their mission is to eliminate the professor before graduation, otherwise the entire planet would be destroyed. However, there was a problem. That creature was extremely fast and not even a professional agent was able to land a single hit. The yellow monster informs the class that he has made a deal with the government in which he claims he doesn't mind being killed as long as he can be Class E's teacher. Tadaomi then introduces the bullets and knives developed by the Ministry of Defense. These weapons were made of a special material that was harmless to humans, but had a lethal effect against that monster. To demonstrate that he was telling the truth, the professor takes the gun from the man's hand and shoots himself in the tentacle. The students are scared to witness that scene, but in a few seconds the creature regenerates and a new limb is born in the place of the one that had been ripped off. The agent reveals that no one knows why the alien made that deal with the government, but states yen, equivalent to $77 million. Since then, Tadaomi became the assistant teacher to be able to train the students. In addition to him, another teacher was hired to teach English to them. Her name is Irina Yelovich, a highly skilled agent who was sent to kill that powerful being that threatened the planet. However, even with the help of a minigun, the woman did not even come close to succeeding in her operation. During class breaks, Tadaomi would train the students and, little by little, their combat skills were improving. Nagisa, one of the members of that class, studied all his teacher's weaknesses from the moment he got into that class. He even discovered that his face could change color depending on his mood. That day, 3 of his colleagues were trying to convince him to participate in a plan that, according to them, would be foolproof. The boy believed that it was not yet the right time to make a move, but he ended up giving in to the pressure of his classmates. As the class progresses, Nagisa informs the teacher that he has finished his activity and gets up to take the task to him. He walks with a knife hidden in his hands, but when he tries to strike the giant octopus, his attack is neutralized. Nagisa then hugs the teacher and seconds later a bomb explodes. Some students celebrate believing they have finally put an end to that freak. Kayano and the other colleagues try to help the boy and ask what that trio had done. They reveal that they made a grenade filled with the special rubber bullets. The plan was to kill the professor with those bullets, while Nagisa would leave with only minor injuries. When looking to the other side, the students notice a membrane that covered the monster's entire body. They search for the body, change his skin once a month. That skin was extremely tough and took the full impact of the blast, so he managed to get out unharmed. However, the monster was extremely angry with the trio who had hatched that plan, for putting Nagisa's life at risk. As he was